May I have your attention, please? The stream starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This JAWN podcast, baby.
Excited.
You excited?
Yeah.
Listen, I got my homegirl in the house.
Finally.
You know what I mean?
Finally.
Aleshia.
I flaked a couple times.
I know, you love
I
it.
fell off the grid.
Oh, man.
Flaked on a lot of folks, but Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, baby girl.
I know.
You know what I mean?
2023.
Yo, 2023.
Who would have thunk it?
Man, I didn't know I was even going to make it. You know what I mean? That COVID fucked me up.
I literally had one day out of all of that where I said, I could possibly die. I think I had a small moment. I think that everybody had that.
Yeah,
I could actually die from this and really believed it.
Yeah, listen, the COVID was out the whoop everybody's ass.
I'm telling you.
This your podcast.
No pick.
Oh, man, LosThaDarkGable. I got my homegirl, Aleshia, co-hosting. I also got my other co-host, my homie. Know what I'm saying? The man, 50 grand, El Plaga. Oh, we at Plaga.
Yo, what's going on, baby?
There you go, bro. How you making out, dog? Okay, I'm talking to myself.
No, you good.
Out,
I was
huh?
checking for echo.
Oh, you taking no echo? We got no echoes?
Nah, it wasn't no echo. We good.
We good? Oh, man. Hey. Listen, I got this beautiful young lady sitting next to me.
Hey, y'all.
You know what I mean? She co-hosting with us today, Pla. You know what I mean? This JAWN podcast, Saturday edition. Shit, I like how that sounds.
I like Saturday edition.
Yeah, Saturday edition.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. I'm still got my
Spicy
sips, man.
Saturday.
It's spicy Saturday. I still got my sips right here, man. Oh, you know, but listen, before we can start with the reaction videos.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you sipping on?
How's
Apple
it?
cider?
Come on, bro.
I said, I was like, what you
Nah.
drinking?
You know what this
Grown
is?
man
Yeah,
stuff.
this that grown man stuff right here.
But it's in a teacup. But I like it because it's clear.
Because this, you know what? Because when you
You got the pinky out?
got to hit that pinky, baby.
Pinky for extra flavor. That's what it is.
The pinky top lock, the
extra
pinky
flavor.
give you extra flavor. Now this right here, this is that I think moonshine, somebody that got from the steak stores, like
Ain't got no moonshine.
apple pie.
Anything moon is a no.
You don't like
If
the
I
moon?
had to drink brown, which is my favorite, is Grand Marnier on the rocks. I am a double shot of Grand Marnier on the rocks. And I will sip that and be nice.
Sip it straight.
Yes, you should never disrespect it by cutting it.
Oh shit!
You should do that.
Hey, Block, you hear that? Boy?
It's perfect the way it is.
I guess I'm just ignorant then. I'll be in here.
That's
I don't even care what you got. I'm like,
them
just
on heart,
keep
boy.
pouring it in the
Can't
cup, goddamn
Can't
it.
disrespect the cognac. You gotta.
At least you be in the bar talking like this. Nah, leave the bottle.
Nah.
I'm ignorant like Method Man. That's me. That's me right here.
That's me right there.
Those are my drinking days.
Oh man. Well, listen. Before we get started, so tell not us, but tell our listeners who you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aleshia Nicole. Just Aleshia is fine. I am Philly native, mom of 2 boys, or they're my roommates now. They're about to be 15 to 16.
So yeah, you almost got some grown men up in
Oh
there
my God, they don't stop eating, like at all.
because you got young men. You know what I mean? We never stop eating.
They don't. Some people know me as the Hustle Mom. I have the Hustle Mom brand. It's been going
Yes.
really good since 2016. I did Hustle Mom. And then from that, I started doing a lot of mentoring for young girls. And then I turned that into a business and wrote my own curriculum.
Yeah.
And now I'm in 5 schools with the school district. I am a certified I guess what they call contractor now. I'm a contractor for the school district of Philadelphia, and I run my own after school and mentoring program. And now I teach
For the ladies.
for the ladies, for the girls,
for the
my
young
girls. And now I teach a life studies skills course in high school, and I'm excited. Like, I'm back to doing what I really want to do. I went to school for teaching, and now I'm back to it.
Nah.
My own accord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you like teaching the young ladies?
So Overall, I absolutely love teaching. I think it is a huge eye opener to see how set back our kids are.
Okay.
It's social media is winning.
Man.
The streets are
Because
winning.
it's designed.
It
like
is,
that.
and they are completely brainwashed. And then we have a nice group of adults who weren't raised as polished as some of us who have also fallen into the social media rat hole, and then they're doing nothing but growing up with their kids or in competition with their kids. I've come across a lot of girls who are low key in competition with their mothers, and that's not good.
It seems the whole internet industry has took over raising our children.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because now it's as us as parents, we have to compete with the internet.
Right. It kind of was like back then, it was like the kids are in school X amount of hours per week than they are at home, right?
Yep.
So it was kind of like a good balance. Nope. Social media is winning. The internet is winning. And these kids are allowed to have their phones in school. So whether y'all think that they don't got
Oh, wait a minute. They
got them.
That's
Not in my class, though.
My kids, I make TikToks and send it to them.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, though. Let me tell you something, because I don't know if this makes me a bad mother or not. But when my son has enrichment, which is kind of a free period, and on lunch, we talk to each other.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
I'm not. But he was like, Mom, before you say anything, I'm in enrichment. It's my free period. I'm like, all right. And he was like, I want to know. And he starts like asking me stuff or whatever like that. Or he'll send me something like, Mom, I want to make this for dinner. I'm just like, boy, you're supposed to be in school. But now this is a norm.
But I don't know, it's almost if you try to take their phone away from them, you got a big issue on hand.
You shouldn't. And the schools need to set better boundaries. Some schools actually have really good phone policies. I just feel like sometimes you got to go back to old school. And what did y'all do before we had these cell phones?
What they asked?
Y'all, no. You
Oh,
went
damn, my
down
bad.
to the teacher and you was like, I need to call my mom. Is it an emergency? Well, I want to ask my mom. That can wait. Your mom is at work. Do y'all remember calling your mom? Be like, I want to speak to Jamila. Can I speak to Jamila?
Listen, if they
calling your parents by their first name, calling them at the job, and your parents pick up and be like, why are you calling?
Are you calling me? Listen, let me tell you something. My mother was a nurse.
You can't call her. She's trying to save a life.
If she got a call, she'd be like, what? I'm coming to woman's ass.
So I have a rule, and I've always had this rule with my kids. So I told my kids, nobody should be calling my phone unless you died, and you bet not fucking die. That's it.
Yeah, I'm a kid.
That's it. Nobody at school should be calling my phone unless you died, and you better not die. Therefore, my phone shouldn't be ringing. You should be at school, your job. It's because I'm at my job.
Yeah.
You're right.
So now your mentoring program.
Yes.
You know, I want to ask you a quick question about that before we go to the hustle mom. Because I love the hustle mom.
Thank you.
You know, I'm still mad I ain't get my hustle mom shirt. You know what I'm saying?
No, I had hustle mom. I had hustle.
Because I was gonna like
shirt.
hustle. Yeah, my hustle dad.
What happened was you was late. Come to get it.
That's always
and your size ran
that's
out.
always usual.
Your size ran out.
Oh, bro, y'all look like I'm extra small, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying,
John
I ain't
over
getting
here.
pierced for nothing.
Freak John over here. Freak ball, boy.
Hey. You know me for a couple years. I keep it dangerous.
I mean, I've come in on the end of some conversation.
Yeah. So why did you decide to do a mentoring program?
That was my way of giving back, honestly, through my program. So my program, we did so much community work and just keeping a lot of awareness into the Germantown area, because that's where, I live. I thought it was a good idea that this is a way to volunteer and give back. And I was like, what better way than to mentor young girls? And especially in the sense of, I thought about me at that age, needing somebody else to look up to, or reminding myself of the women that I looked up to. I wanted girls that looked like me to see that you can grow up and be respectful. You can grow up and be a product of the school district and
Yes,
come and, and come from Philadelphia and want things for yourself, how to be professional, what it looks like to conduct business and how to have a family and etc. So I wanted to give a strong positive example for that. I tell people all the time, I'm not perfect, but I'm always going to be 100% and transparent, and I think that's one of the reasons why I have good relationships with my students, because I'm very transparent. Some might say too much, but I think that's best. Like, don't hide it, because they're going to find out, right?
Yeah.
Because, I found out some things about my mom. And
that you weren't supposed to find out?
No, she told me when I got older. And I felt like if she would have told me in my teenage years, things would have been a little better, because she put up this facade of perfectness. And that can jade us in the way of striving to be something that really, truly doesn't exist.
Well, now I'm going to ask you real quick.
Yeah.
How come it seems that we have this war between men and women? It's almost seemed like it was designed. It seems like there's men are bashing women and women are bashing men, and it seems like we get a balance between the young female who can take care of her business as well as take care of her family.
No.
We can't get that balance?
No.
It's either got to be one or either or?
Because it wasn't designed that way. And a lot of people who like to say that, I don't want to be traditional, really find themselves running back to traditional roles, right? Yeah. And so it's like, it's so funny? I just watched Barbershop 2, and it's the scene where Queen Latifah and Cedric the Entertainer's character, they're going back and forth, and she steps into the pool and she's and y'all need to get y'all bum asses off the couch and get a job. And then the guy in the background was like, how we gonna get a job? Y'all took them all. And that's like classic, but we know where that design comes from, right? To push the black man out. And then women were forced to be head of household and take care of families and do what they need to do. But there's still a struggle, because women are we were designed to be beneath the man. No matter if it was a black man or a white man, we were just supposed to fall into this line. And now that, we have voices and, we're highly much more educated than we ever were before, we are breaking the doors down. We are creating things. We are taking over. I'm old school though. I want to head of the household man. I want to receive a man when he comes home.
You don't want to change the tire or take garbage out.
I do not.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to any real woman between the age of, I'll go as low as 28 to 45. We don't want to be this masculine version of that y'all see. We want to be soft. We want to be feminine, but we're left out here by ourselves, sometimes defenseless, sometimes without any real male counterpart or example in our family. Like for me, I always tell people, like, I am a woman who really doesn't have a lot of men around her. I am the oldest of 5. I am a second mom by nature just because. And then my father passed, so I don't have a dad, right? And then my brothers are younger than me. And what y'all gonna do? Because y'all come to me, right? Yeah. So, and my one uncle is ill, who kind of was like that protector, but now I'm left out here by myself. So I envy a lot of girls that can call their daddy up on the phone. Daddy, I'm stuck. Daddy, come get. Daddy, he did this. Who did it?
Pull the daddy car.
I want one of those.
I want to pull the daddy car.
Anybody want to adopt me? So no. I think it's always going to be a struggle, because women want both, right? We want to be successful and achieve things, but we still want families and to be soft. And I think you need that mature, equal partner to understand that. Okay. Because I want to listen to my man. Yeah. I do. I really do. I want him to be able to lead me and be like, I hear you, I respect you, but I really think that I might need to pull rank on this. We might need to do it this way.
Okay. All right,
cool.
What do you think, Pla?
I think that women are confused.
I think that women change their mind and they have the right to.
No. I agree with you. I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I agree with you, but I also encountered a lot of women that they worry about themselves so much they don't understand what it's like to be a man. And I'm not asking them to understand that because I know how it is with people, but sometimes they don't know that they can make it difficult for a man to try to understand them. And they want so much. Like, they want us to know exactly what they're doing. They want us to know exactly what they want to eat. They want us to do exactly what they want us to do.
Now, we don't know what we want to eat.
I know that's what I'm saying. But you would think that y'all would talk to us like we supposed to know. When we like, well, you just answer the damn question, woman.
Yeah.
I don't work all day. I understand you work. What do you want? I want you to know what I want, girl. We gonna sit here and fucking starve to death. You understand me? Because I will go to sleep. And
he's right though.
And but like, sometimes I see some of them. They want a man to love them, but then they don't want too much love. They want them to be strong, but they also want them to be weak. And I don't think they understand what that does to a man.
I never want a man to be weak. I think men look at being soft and vulnerable makes them weak because the world has told them that they need to be strong. Right. Yeah. And so I think that was one of the biggest issues in my past relationship, is because he really struggled with vulnerability. And that's not, I don't think that that's a diss to me. I just think that had to do with anything that he went through in his life. Yeah. And so it didn't translate over well in his adult life or within his relationships. Right. And I think that's a lot of men. I think a lot of men want to have that one person that they can bear all to. Without somebody bringing it back up and throwing it in their faces in a negative way, right?
Well, see, once that happens,
that's it.
That's it. It can be years on the line, and he will never be vulnerable again.
Sometimes we come across a lot of guys. Some women come across a lot of guys who probably tried, and they felt miserably. I think they are equal to the woman who's scorned.
You know what? I was about to.
You hit around the number.
Those are very parallel.
I was about to say the same thing.
Those are very parallel, and we are currently living in a life. Yes, yes, we are.
Yep, because that even like you were just saying. Sometimes it confuses me because I see women who don't want to take the time to wait for a man to try to figure out something, but men are supposed to take forever to figure out what a woman wants.
No, can I tell you something that my older uncle said to me? He said, you can be with a man for a couple years, get married, be with him married for let's say 2 more years. And if he still is doing certain things, he doesn't fully trust you yet. And he goes, the reason why he won't maybe listen all the time or confide in you, because he doesn't yet trust you. He didn't say he didn't love you, but he doesn't yet trust you. And that takes time for a man.
Yes. Yeah. I'm mad at your uncle for giving out our secrets. But yes, that is that
was insight to say, stop trying to rush this man to do something when it's going to take him time. So you have to give him grace. Right. So, yeah.
I mean, because I think, for me as a man, once I trust a woman and then I start letting down my walls, you do something to attack my vulnerability.
Who does? Well, people,
walls go right back up.
And we got to stop trying to hurt each other. Like you got to stop trying to hit below the belt. I think sometimes, for me, it was like, because I'm a big advocate for therapy. You know that. I love therapy. Therapy Tuesdays, yeah. And I make notes for myself. And when I was trying to fix me and unlearn those things and figure out why I was doing certain things, if you have a partner who's doing certain things, those things become so much more bigger because now you recognize the same trauma that they're going through. And then you sometimes casually be like, well, I think you should. I remember he said to me one time, he says, I support you going to therapy. He said, but babe, I don't need you to fix me. I'm fine. I was like, oh, damn. So something's wrong. You're just refusing to fix it because you're comfortable with how you are and operating. But that's not growing. That's not helping us either.
Well, I mean, let me ask you this. if you see that when you were in that dating stage,
Yeah.
and you chose to ignore it,
Oh, let me.
that's on you.
Oh no. Let me tell you where the women where we fuck up at. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Curse all you want.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you where we fuck up at, because this was me. This was young, naive me. How a lot of women think. I'm sorry, ladies, but this is very true. We really think we can fix you. Because we are
That's where the disconnect.
nurturers by nature. We want to fix everything. We want everything to be good. We want everybody to be well. We want no conflicts. We try to be real women. Try not to be confrontational. I'm very not confrontational until I have to be, right? But in my brain, I was like, nah. He's gonna see. I'm gonna just work with him, and it's gonna be okay. And it was like, you cannot fix.
You can't fix everybody.
You can't fix.
Nah.
You can't fix everybody, and that's not your job.
Yeah, like what
That's not your job.
When you said real women, and I don't want to say there's not a lot of real women out there, but there is a lot of women out there that I guess you would say aren't real women. And like Los was saying, when you let down that wall and you try to use it, some people use that as ammunition. And like you said, we got to stop using that ammunition.
Yeah.
And you never know when to let that wall down, or a man never know when to be. So a lot of times they keep it bottled up, and I get it. It's not good. But at the same time, they don't know how not to let it go when you get taken advantage of. Or the moment you get in an argument, you's a sissy ass man. You know what I'm saying? So
my dad never told me to talk to a man like that. He said, I don't care how mad you get. You don't make a man feel less than what he is.
Let me ask you a question. You had your dad in your life?
I did.
There's a lot of people out there that didn't have a dad. They had a mom, and a lot of times, unfortunately, some of the moms that were out there were telling their daughters to be strong Black women and telling their sons to be, giving women whatever they want.
To be sensitive, right?
To be sensitive, right?
To be sensitive, right?
I like to say that I had a little bit of both worlds. My dad. What you want to know what my favorite movie is?
What?
Boomerang.
Boomerang?
Boomerang is my favorite movie.
My dad,
my dad showed me that
Not
movie
wearing any
at 10
panties.
years
You
old.
was gonna say Tina Turner.
My dad showed me that movie at 10 years old. He says, until you find a man that says it and he claims you, you are Robin Gibbons' character.
Oh.
That's what he said. He said, and when you find a man and y'all want to be together and y'all are committed, then you turn into Halle Berry, soft. My mother told me, because my dad was a multimillionaire. My dad was at 18 years old due to his accident. He was a multimillionaire. My dad's people made my mom sign a prenup.
Looking for a brother? Hey, fly.
Listen.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
Listen. Made my mom sign a prenup, right? The whole nonsense.
Mom signed it.
My mom signed it because my mom didn't even know he had all this money. Oh, she never knew. My mom didn't know he had money until
Dad was the man.
Until the second or third year in the marriage. She just was like, how are we doing all of this? Like, you're not, you're hurt. You're not working. Like, what's up? Like, you're telling me I don't got to work? Like, what's going on? My mom had no idea. So anyway, my mom always told me that, you're walking, you guys, your generation is the new generation of women. She goes, you guys are going to be on the front line a little bit more than you will like it to be. Like, my mom is old school. She was a homemaker, stayed at home. My mom didn't enter the workforce until much later. And she told me, she goes, I don't ever want you to disrespect a man. The man is always head of the household, but you always still make sure you have your own. Because when it came later on, my mom had nothing. And nobody coached her to at least have something for herself. Yeah. And she told me that. She was like, always make your own money. Nobody can't take that away from you. But my mom raised us not to be gold diggers either. And me and my sisters laughed because we'd be like, we could have everything if Jamila ain't tell us to be nice women. Like, we could have everything.
But it's not. Go ahead, Block. Go ahead, Block.
Did your mom opinion change when she entered that workforce, or was it always seem like it was the same?
No, my mom still stayed the same. My mom said you treat people the way you want to be treated. You don't use people. Yeah. You don't. And it's so hard for me because I be wanting to use these niggas, but it's
they just ready to give it up. But it's not
in me.
It's not. your generation or our generation that struggle with this.
No.
It's I would say the two generations after.
You think
Or you know what, girl? No, I
You
think
think it's
one.
my generation?
Nah.
Are you kidding me?
You think it's your generation?
I think it's my generation and possibly my mom's generation who were very like money hungry. We're talking about the crack era. You talking about drug dealers. We talking about there was a lot of money on the street.
You know what? I think I may have to agree with you on that one.
It's a lot of money on the street, and my mom always was really big on money and how we looked at money, treated it not to be, greedy and things like that. And she was, you treat people right. And my mom would give her last. My mom was poor.
Yeah,
Like when I'm older now, thinking about what poor is, my mom was poor.
Yeah, I think because it seems like this generation, they just give up the box to any young man.
No, they're not.
You don't think so?
Hell no. Well,
last time you saw two young couples on a date?
But let me tell you something. That's a barter system. They're not giving it up without getting something. That's the difference. These girls at 14, 15.
I know you mentoring them, so tell me.
I know they're telling me, and a lot of them will be like, "No, Miss Aleshia, we don't do X, Y, and Z until they do X, Y, and Z." I'm like, whoa.
Hey, Block, they were making business deals.
Yes, they are. No, I'm dead.
I'm writing down notes for my son.
I'm telling you, I have to coach my sons and tell them, like, this is what you're looking for. And when they start to display certain behavior like this, that's not for you.
So they don't even go out on dates anymore. I can't remember last time I saw a young.
No.
They do.
They go.
Last time you saw a young couple
they're
on to the
going
movies.
on $300 and $400 dates. These kids are looking at too
Young
much.
chicks are hungry, Los.
They are looking at too much social media and think that they are supposed to jump up
Get
and
outta
get
here.
all of these expensive things at 13, 14, 15 years old. For God forbid what happens when you get a real boyfriend and y'all might possibly move in together. Like, these girls want their nails done. Nails ain't cheap. That's $60. Getting your nails done used to cost $15. Now it's $60. They want the weaves in your hair. We never were weaved up. You know what I mean? We were getting our normal little press and curl, little Shirley Temple, little, French roll, whatever, little $40. No, these girls are getting $200 and $300 weaves. Okay, young girls. Not to mention they getting their face beat. Okay, they getting makeup, lashes. And they're not taking the bus. They're not taking the bus. It's a Uber or a Lyft. You left. Dead serious.
This generation is all.
They're wild. They are wild.
So is that the problem that calls from the mother and the father?
Yeah. Plus the music.
But you could be influenced. Listen, let me tell you something.
What music we talking about?
You know the music we talking about. Don't lay down.
What music?
You know what music we talking about. We talking about music that the women are rapping and that the men are rapping. Because they low key battling each other, like you said. Like, are these men and women in competition? Yeah. Absolutely, they are.
The only reason I say which music because I keep hearing that it's the oh my God, what is it? Not that trap music. It's something else. They keep. Is it trap music?
Drill music. Is it called drill music?
Drill music.
The City Girls.
I don't know.
It's the City Girls. It's Megan Thee Stallion. It's Cardi B. It's Nicki Minaj. It's Lotto. It's
from women saying, "Oh, get the bag, get the money, get that money, get that nigga with the money, so you can get the bag from him and all that."
Exactly.
Yeah,
so who fucked it up? Was it our generation?
I think it became a time in the late 90s, mid 90s when Little Kim came out and she said, I see y'all niggas and I raised y'all a queen, and was like, yeah, y'all can do all that, but I'm coming for this too. And there's nothing that y'all can say. Because now it became a sense of women took their power back and was like, I own this. I own all of this. So women are like, if the men can talk it, we can too. It's ours. Why are we leveraging so much?
But what you got for me? It's the men writing the bars, though.
What'd you say?
A lot of times it's men that's writing the bars for them.
True. That could be true. But that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not writing the music. I'm just hearing it.
we're just
There's a
listening.
We're
man
just
back
hearing
there
that.
talking about, do me a favor, say you're gonna make this Coke can disappear
It might
in
be.
your mouth. And then
I doubt that. That was all little kid.
That was all little Kim.
That was all-
take the
I believe,
Sprite can.
and I believe that a lot of these
Make
women
this
that
Sprite can.
a lot of the women that are rapping from self-experience and what they had to do. A lot of them had to grow up real quick, get their own, and they see how the game is played, and they gotta outsmart them. We are in a space of making sure we beat the competition by any means necessary.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's why I'm glad you're here.
But that's
Break this
true.
shit down.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to save some of these girls because this not
Listen,
great
it's your
out
job.
here.
You got to save them.
I'm trying to help all the ones who are willing to be helped because you can't help them all. There's some people that you just cannot save. And I had to have my own mentor say that, like, I need you to stop trying to beat yourself up because you couldn't help that one girl.
Yeah, you come with that. You come with that's on your chest.
Right. Rip it open. It's hustle mom underneath.
Yeah, I'm a hustle mom. Yeah.
Right. And I had to learn, like, hey,
Oh man.
move out the way. Make room for somebody who want to be here.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the slave mentality.
Well, you know what? It's because I know for me when I had my mentoring program years ago, you know, it was a whole different. Those kids are now the parents of your kids.
That I am.
Yeah. And were they lost? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the parents.
Yeah. I would say they
But
were lost.
I don't blame I don't blame a lot of stuff on kids. They have to learn that.
They got to learn it from somebody.
It's the
They got to learn from
parents. They put out a report. I did a whole little PSA on Instagram a while ago when they put the report out on the school district saying that the majority of the children are reading at a 3rd grade level.
Oh,
They
yeah.
wanted to blame it on the schools and blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, I'm in the schools all the time. These teachers show up every day. They don't got to. They can quit. They show up every day. They want to teach your kids. Let me tell you why it's hard. Because they got to break through onion layers of whatever that child is going through. They could be
At the house.
depressed. They might not have eaten. They might have been abused. Somebody might have just got molested or raped. They might have been living in the car or on the street. There's so much going on that they're fighting just to teach them. It's a home thing.
It's almost hard for them to sit
It's
down
so
and
hard for them to
just
teach.
concentrate on a lesson.
And these kids ain't even sitting still. So because the teacher's spending 75% of the classroom time just trying to get them to calm the hell down. And
But
then you want them to teach.
You can't whoop kids' ass. I mean, when I was a kid, you should get
know
your ass
what's so
whooping
funny?
class.
They ended getting chastised by your teacher in school when I was in 2nd grade.
Man, they shouldn't have did
That was 1992.
Whoop that ass.
You know what?
1991, I think. In the 90s,
like
yeah.
82,
They
let me
would
see.
hit you with the rulers.
What grade was
I was
in
a
82?
little upset with the school, and I'm not blaming it all on the school.
I'm not blaming
no.
blaming anything on the school about where these kids are on the learning curve, because that stems from back home. Why aren't you sitting down with your children?
See, and that's
Why
what I'm
aren't
trying
you
to get
helping
to,
them?
Which this is what kind of made me a little upset with the school, because when I took my kids to school, my son, my daughter, I told the school already. I talked to the teacher. I don't care what you need. I remember me and my wife. We told them, if you need 36 packs of paper, and y'all can't afford it, no other parents did, tell us. We know. We used to work. I used to work in retail. I can get it. I can get my discount. It's not a problem. You need a microwave, motherfucker. I get you a microwave. I don't give a fuck. That's what you need. That's what you need. But also,
you know
let me
what?
know
We
what's
need to get
going
back to that.
on with the child. And I used to get mad when we come at that quarter for report cards, and then they'll be like, "Well, you know, he was doing bad all year." And I'm like, "I seen you. I picked him up from school. Why
why
did
you
you
ain't tell me?"
wait so long when I told you that my door is open so we can fix this? I don't want to wait to a quarter where his grades is bad when something we could have done earlier, because I could have been doing everything I thought I was doing, and we could have been doing more." And I think that's what made me mad with the school at one point.
I think a soft defense to that is them teachers is overwhelmed. And your child might have been a person that just didn't cause disruption. and they tackling the kids that's threatening them and fighting all day long, and your kid just missed an assignment. Not saying that your child doesn't matter. I'm just saying, you understand how overwhelmed these teachers are. They're not just teaching; they counselors. Some of them is second parents,
psychiatrists,
They gotta break up fights, and it is a lot.
Yeah, and that's what I said
going on.
Because
but you know what?
I used to work in a place where I manage with kids, and I used to come in. I had 75 associates. And having 75 associates, some of them were actual high school kids. They're just as bad as kids too. Everybody got an excuse. Everybody something. They dog done died. They late for work. They can't perform at work. There's always something wrong. They broke a nail. They cat tripped and fell inside a fish bowl. It was always something stupid.
Not the
cat. Oh, man.
So
I pulled him out. He had a fish in his mouth and everything.
Right. So I get what they were going through. You know what I mean? I understand it. It just, that's why I said at one point it sucked for me. You know what I mean?
I think more parents need to be more present in their kids' school. Because my kids,
and to have a presence.
Because in my kids' elementary school, the parents were required. You ready for this? For your child to come here, the parents have requirements, not just the students. We require parents to volunteer 20 hours per school year. Whether that is cleaning up the grounds of the school, volunteering in the office, chaperoning the classroom, going on a trip, participating in an activity, whatever it was, you had to give up 20 hours out of your child's whole school year. And when you break it down, that's not a lot. Break it down.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's not. But that's how they formed community ship. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody knew who kid that was and who's the parent, X, Y, and Z.
Good.
And then everybody was able to meet up outside of school, and everybody knew everybody. But when you start holding more schools accountable for things like that, things will be different, because then parents will start paying attention. Like, they need new paint. They need this. And then the parents will start making noise.
Start making more,
Okay? And then when the parents start making noise, man. That's the problem.
Y'all parents hear that?
That's
start getting involved, or somebody like me gonna be knocking on the door talking about Department of Human Services coming to take your children.
hey, you don't want that. You want to be involved.
It sounds good for us, and when I say it sounds good for us, we talking about that majority of problem. You don't have a problem going up there. I don't have a problem going up there.
No,
but there are some people that are up there. Even being a single parent, some of them take it very serious, as they can't afford to do anything else.
Some of them cannot. You can't. But there's always different ways that you can volunteer. Like you just said, donating something. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this
just
wall
donate
needs to
your time.
Right. Let me say, when you can donate your time, that means a lot.
Yes.
Than just throwing the checkbook around. Not saying that the checkbook don't help, but it's a lot when you can physically put in some work into a place, because that shows that you really care about it.
Yeah.
You know, and
all your parents, make sure you donate your time. Not just your wallet.
It's not a lot.
Now, if you want to donate your wallet, donate it to the Disc Joint podcast.
And donate it to all mentees on board.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Because I'm out here trying to help.
Oh man, listen, look, let's get to the reaction videos.
Okay.
Let's get to the reaction. First of all, we talk about the young girls in these hairstyles.
Jesus Christ.
They are getting out of control. So let's look at the first reaction video, and then let's react. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
You like chicken? What you want? What you want? You want egg roll? What you like? What you like? Get out that line. Get out that line. What you want? What you want? You want chicken fried rice?
That was a chopstick, yo.
Pepsi being poured in the cup. They was.
Yo, did you see the Pepsi?
That's art.
Yeah, is that art?
That's real.
You see the Pepsi with the hair coming out?
Team, that is art, but that should not be taken seriously and worn out in public. That is a prop for a movie.
Oh man, I got a drink on that. Listen, the first thing I want to say is,
and what city is that? Chicago? In Chicago?
I don't know, but you know what? I'm gonna find out.
I bet you it's Chicago.
You think Chicago?
Either that or New Orleans.
No, it can't be.
Why?
That is Egg Foo Young. That gotta be
That
either.
didn't look like egg foo young. They had
Ply, what kind of dish was
Listen,
that, Ply?
man.
That looked like
Was that egg
if I
dish?
can't go to
Was
the
that lo
shop,
mein?
if I
Lo
can't
mein.
go to the shop and order an Uptown Cola Fade with, with some shrimp
it
fry,
called?
Uptown Cola Fade with some shrimp fry,
Uptown Cola Fade.
with
I
that
want
shrimp
that.
fried rice bang
A shrimp fried rice.
That's a shrimp
bang.
fried hairstyle.
and an egg roll on the side.
That's a Chinese special.
I'm telling you, that's either New York.
that cost?
That was New York.
How much? That was New York?
I bet you that was New York.
I think it was Chicago.
No.
Hey,
That look like a New York dish.
Anybody in the chat, if y'all know where that came from, please put it in there.
Please. And find out how much.
That was a New York dish.
Find out how much.
That looked like it looked like no. What you say?
Who
Lo
did
mein?
it? Did a black person do it, or did?
I've been hungry
She said-
all day long. I'm like, I can't believe she wore this shit. Got me drooling.
But wait a minute, how do you sleep with that?
You know,
You got with your head off the bed.
No. There has to be a-
You
there has
sleep
to
with
be a
your hand
prop.
holding your head up. Y'all know what it was back in the day. You prop that head
feel
up on
like-
the
How was it back
head.
in the day?
I
How was it
feel
back in the
like-
day?
Let me tell you how
You
my
see, like-
girlfriend told me she used to sleep. She said she used to sleep like this.
Exactly. You got to put your hand on your head. You got to hold that up.
She used to. Her mother did hair, and she used to have French rolls, and she said she used to sleep like this because she wanted to sleep beautiful. She didn't want her hair to mess up. Man, please.
Listen, I
I need to
remember
go to
a
sleep.
couple of girls I used to mess with. They used to fall. They sleep with their head off the bed.
Shut the front door. No,
Yes, head off the bed and everything.
you don't let them girls, do you? 'Cause you should have gotten them a silk pillowcase.
Joshua got them what?
You know nobody was doing no silk pillowcase back in the
Shit.
day. That's new stuff.
That's $5.
Back
Get
in
a
the
silk
day, you better hold
pillowcase.
that goddamn head
Grandma
up.
steak silk
I
pillowcase.
sleep in a silk pillowcase.
So do I.
And I got I'm bald head.
That's for your beard.
It's with my beard. I keep that beard luxurious.
Yeah.
The disappointment in my heart right now. Be a man.
Hey, bro, don't be a hater,
Be a
bro.
Let me tell you
man,
something.
goddamn it.
Don't be a hater, bro.
It took me so long to be comfortable to wear a scarf, like my scarf at night,
Yeah.
to be with my dude. Cause
For real?
I didn't want him to see me like that. Hell no. He would come
Why
over,
not?
I slow that thing on real quick.
How long was it before you started
How
farting
long?
in bed?
I've never.
You a damn lie.
Have never asked anybody. I have.
You don't
never.
fart in the bed.
I have never.
I'm asking man.
Let me tell you something. Ask my kids. My kids would be like, Mom. I said, Moms don't fart.
Hey,
My son said, Mom, grandma do. I said, oh, that's because she old. Her kids are grown. I said, we don't start that till y'all old.
Let me explain
Till y'all
something to you,
older
yo.
and we get old.
18 years. And the only time I heard one is if I walked by the bathroom and she was in there.
And that's
Are you
right?
serious?
18
Absolutely.
years.
Because you know what?
She gets
Your
so
wife says,
angry.
your wife is a beautiful, feminine, soft
Not
woman.
no
How
damn wife.
dare you? How dare? Oh, he's not married?
Ain't no damn wife. I'm for the streets. I'm for the streets. I ain't got no wife.
I thought he said he was married.
No, I just said 18 years. I ain't say I had a wife.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She 18 years. That's down common law.
Mind your
They
business.
still do common
Mind your
law?
business. Goes on in my
I
house
think
or
they
happens in my
stopped
household.
common law marriage in like 2009 or 10.
real?
Yeah, they stopped the common law marriage like maybe 10 years ago.
No, a Commonwealth state stopped common law marriage. Ain't that some bullshit?
It's a lot. Yeah.
They just make up shit as they go along, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So let's get to our second reaction video. This joint podcast, baby. Second reaction video. Look, it's twice in a row. You know what? I'm not even going to explain it. I want y'all to tell me if this man's coworker had it out for him.
Now, if it's not the first time, he's not trying to secure us at all. I think that he doesn't care about that job. That's what I think.
He like, fuck that old man. He got my promotion.
Forget this job. Forget this job.
He got my promotion. Fuck that old man.
I'm trying to figure out why my man's sitting on the job. Now I'm hot. Now I wonder why can't nothing ever get done.
I thought so when the first thing happened. I thought he was a customer sitting down.
That's why he said, fuck that old man.
So like, I'm gonna teach him how
That's
to
something. That's metal, and that hit him in the head.
But wait a minute, he still was sitting there after the first accident.
And he was examining his foot.
No, but didn't you see him when he put it back up? First, I'd be like this, man. You put that shit back up again, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Clearly, don't put it back up there. He was like, whatever.
It gotta go up. Boss said it gotta go up, man. I'm sitting there. Boss said it gotta go up.
Is he alive? That was loud.
Yo, that was loud.
I couldn't imagine he's knocked out. Is where the fuck it is?
He hurt.
He hurt the floor. He knocked out.
That old man that said, boy, I'm gonna get my son to fuck you up.
If he can talk, he's in a coma.
Oh man. This joint podcast, baby. Oh. Yeah, I mean, special guest. We got my homegirl Aleshia.
Hey y'all.
You know what I mean? You got
I'm in here.
You got you in the house.
I am.
Let's get to the third one.
All right, Leah, I want to see it.
Let's get to the third one.
Yeah,
So listen, this woman says that women or wives that make more money than their husbands are more likely to be cheated on.
There we go with the woman one.
Now, now I'm gonna tell you about me, myself.
Do you believe
if my
that?
woman make more money than me,
she can do whatever she wants?
shit, I'm sitting on the couch.
Wow.
I ain't working.
Crazy. I'm getting another.
Wow, that's out of control.
I'm getting another chick to even out the funds.
No, I'm.
How you want to even out the what to pick up your half?
She's like, well, that's what it came from. It came from her. Okay.
Listen, look, you at work. I'm vacuuming.
I cannot.
Yeah, man.
I dealt with that.
I was about to ask that question. Did any of y'all ever deal with that?
I dealt with
it. Before we look at the video, I'm going to ask you. So, come on, Blah, let's ask her. How did you deal with it?
He cheated on me. And
he cheated on you?
He cheated on me in the marriage, and he had 2 kids in our marriage.
With a broke chick?
Yes. And
I'm proud of her.
Because
you're an idiot.
She was because in hindsight, she was beneath him.
He felt
threatened about me and insecure about me. He told me this much later after we divorced. Yes. He was like, I felt some type of way because people were putting in my face that you were making all this money and where you worked at. And here I was, just this guy. And so I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I was like, wow. And you know what's crazy? I told you how my mom raised me, never disrespected him. So no matter what I bought for us, for him, these kids,
you was buying
I
shit?
always would say, no. I'm not going to say that he didn't work. Of course, that's my husband. But listen, I'm putting it into the perspective of what's mine is yours, right? So if I'm out and about, I'm going to pick you up some sneakers. I'm going to get this for the kids. I'm going to buy this X, Y, and Z. No, I didn't say that.
That's where you fucked up.
I didn't say I was buying. I wasn't buying stuff that he couldn't afford. What I'm saying is I was the breadwinner. He still had an income. He still worked every day. I just happened to make more than him. Yeah. But I never put that in his face. I never went around telling everybody I paid for everything. I never did that. I'd be like, oh, no, he got it. But because his family knew and his friends was like, she did that.
Well, they were hating. That's all that was.
They were hating. It got in his head and he admitted it. And I love the fact that he admitted that's really what happened. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that happened. But I never thought that because I make more, I can do whatever I want. That's not how I was raised.
Well, superstition says that you never buy a man or a woman shoes because they'll walk out of your life.
Well, he walked out already.
You brought them sneakers.
He walked out, flossed on me and everything.
I can only imagine the look on his face when them sneakers came in the house. I know the fuck she didn't.
Well, I always no, but I'm not saying that he didn't get me anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it was equal, but I was the breadwinner, and that bothered him.
I don't know.
Now it doesn't because he's much more mature. It's like, hey, the money coming in. You know what I mean? It's all blended. But then a young person who was married very young, they don't look at it like that.
You know what? Let's look at the video. See what this young lady says. It was a TikTok that I pulled
Okay.
this from.
I love TikTok.
Heterosexual marriages are up to 3 times more likely to get cheated on. Another recent study found that men's stress levels rise if their female partners earn more than 40% of the household income. Researchers find that promotions to top jobs dramatically increase a woman's likelihood of divorce, a pattern that does not hold true for men. In a series of studies published in the American Psychological Association's Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, men felt bad when their wives beat them at something. But they also subconsciously lost confidence when their wives got any wins, even when they weren't in direct competition with their partners. And this was true across all kinds of achievements, personal, social, and intellectual. Men felt worse about themselves when their partner succeeded compared to when she failed. And when their partner succeeded at something they failed at, their self-esteem took an even bigger hit, and in turn, their relationship satisfaction diminished. There's quite a bit of this data that seems to suggest that for ambitious women, personal success comes with a higher likelihood of relationship stress. And as long as we live in a world in which women's ambition often comes with these steep social and personal penalties, it's likely that these gender gaps will persist. In fact, there's quite a bit of research that shows women often change their behaviors in interactions that involve men to avoid this kind of backlash. For more on this kind of research and data, visit tooambitious.com to subscribe.
Now, expeditiously.
Yes, I will. Expeditiously.
She is 1,000% right.
Well, you know what? See,
1,000. No, she's not.
I want to know why nobody contact me on some of these studies. I want to be
1,000% right.
You think
And I
she's
went through
1,000%
a
right?
bunch of that.
Seriously?
A bunch of it.
So you had to curb your feelings.
I literally was
to try to at least make him feel
my,
like
yes, I was downplaying myself, and I realized later through my therapy sessions that with my last relationship, if I had a win, he downplayed it sometimes.
because his ego was bruised.
Because his ego, but he was very successful. But that had nothing to do with me. That had everything to do with his insecurities. It's like I thought we was a team. So now when I tell people about when I'm trying to date and look for, I want a partner.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be excited for me, and I want to be excited for you. I want to know how I can help you, and I want you to want to know how you can help me. And I never got that in my relationship. I'll be like, yeah, I just got this contract for $10,000, and I would send them like the little email confirmation. So I'd be like, yeah, that's what's up. And then would like dismiss it. I'd be like, damn, like I worked really fucking hard.
And you just going to just dismiss my shit? What do you think, Block?
Like, damn.
I'd have dismissed that shit too.
Block, you're a hater.
I would have
Hater.
I'd have like the
Why?
I'd have looked at that email, put it down, and said the audacity of this motherfucker send this shit to me, knowing I'm out here about to just make.
I'm out here working at McDonald's, busting my butt every day, making these
baby,
fries.
but you're busting
And she
your
gonna
butt.
bring some $10,000
Hey, look,
contract
she
in the
talking
house.
about, No,
I did.
baby, but you're busting your butt for us. You better shut the fuck up.
Oh, you know what's so funny? It might, because I remember him
Flip your
asking.
ass like I flipped this burger.
I
You better
remember
shut the
him
fuck up.
asking, like, so, like, you know, what does, like, well, how does the program work? And I was like, well, I just really go into the school one day a week
Yeah.
for 45 minutes. He was like, you get $10,000 to show up one day for 45 minutes?
You know, you should have rubbed that
And
shit
he-
across
and
his
he
head.
probably-
Yeah.
He probably left the house immediately. I got something to do.
But this guy was doing amazing. He got properties. He still got his regular job.
But you know what? Listen, it sound like
and I
no.
feel like
That was a him problem.
that's what I said. It was a him problem. It
Yeah.
really had nothing.
They ain't got nothing to do with you. That was a him problem.
It was.
You know, make it listen. That's it.
It was.
Now, I don't want to say like all men, you know what I mean? 'Cause
No, not all men are like that.
I mean, with me, you know, I had to make so many mistakes for me to learn off my mistakes.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, I don't know if I would have been, I don't know. I may have been dismissive, like, shit, I ain't making that money, or your money don't. I mean, I've dated rich women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've dated millionaire women.
Okay.
You know, I've dated porn stars. I've dated.
Where are the rich women at? And because I'm looking for a new mentor.
Ain't that some shit?
Yes, I am.
You know, but you know, their money never affected me.
Right. It's their money.
And I'm saying right now, I used to feel uncomfortable
You think uncomfortable?
somebody bought if you bought me something,
yeah.
I would feel uncomfortable. I like, yo,
Why,
nah,
though?
I'm good.
Say it why though? Because
I'm good.
Going back to my point, say why.
I'm saying because I didn't buy it and make it feel like somebody was taking care of me.
In the world, the man is head and the woman is beneath, and not in the sense of
it's not supposed. A woman is not supposed to be buying a man expensive gifts. The man's supposed to be buying a woman expensive gifts.
Taking care of a man in those facets, right?
Yes.
Her taking care of a man is making sure he ate, he's healthy, you know, his clothes is together, and you know he can make it out of work on time, and you know he comes home and he receives a good home, you know, making sure he's okay mentally and emotionally. That's what a man wants from a woman. Everything else really should be a plus. It should be. It should be a plus.
Can you imagine? She say, "Yeah, Los, let's go out to eat."
Did she ever make you feel bad about her making money though? Did she throw it in your face?
No. You know, it wasn't. Well, I would say this. Inadvertently, she would make me feel bad, but not because she'd be like, "Nah, you ain't gotta take your car. Here, take my car. Fucking BMW 740." I'm like,
So she wanted you to reap some of her
benefits.
Damn,
but that still would make me feel bad because I wasn't out there
doing it. But now, wait a minute now.
What? That's how we give it to me now.
Taking a woman's car and picking their asses up, you know, from their job.
Hell yeah.
Driving their car all day with no job.
Hell yeah. But you know, now as I'm older, so now you learn to appreciate that. You had a good woman though,
because she was trying to make you feel just as successful as she was.
Yes.
She did not want you to feel as though that you were beneath her. And that's what women do, because we know that hierarchy with the men and women. We want to make you feel just as great, right? So that there is no secret competition or whatever like that. But men make it uncomfortable, and we as women hold back of truly who we are. But now we're in a day where we're not doing that.
But you know, let me ask a question. So, because I feel like it's just a little bit of a difference in here. If you are a man and you have a woman that does have more, sometimes I feel like, well, I know for me, it don't really bother me too much. It bothered me a little bit when I was younger. That's when I was younger. Everything bothers you when you're younger. Somebody could fart by you and take that shit offensively, and it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Did he fart in my fucking face?
Right. And they didn't even do it.
How did we get there? How did we get there? But okay.
I got to put a little something in there for you.
How did we get there?
Now, when you get older, and I think some people don't know, because I don't know the actual part of a relationship. I got to hear a full story. I don't know if that woman is like, hey, you know, go take my car. You know what I mean? All right, cool. You know, or they start asking you, so what are you planning on doing? Do you plan on being a manager at that place the rest of your life, or you want to start your own business? And I think when that shit happens, that's when you're like, okay, bitch. you trying to be funny.
I don't think so. I think that if she was really wanting to date you, she was okay with where you were and what you were doing, because y'all probably had conversations, and he probably said the next couple steps that he wanted to do. Okay, this man has ambition, so he has a plan. Great. Oh, I see him. He's working hard. This is what he's doing. Progression is a process. She's watching it, right? We as women, we are studying you. We really are. We want to see what you say lines up with what you do. For real, for real. We trying to really see what's going on. So she saw something in you and was like, I like him. He ain't gonna try to take me for my money.
Do you think women are more pushier? Do you think a lot of women?
Yes, we're so much more aggressive.
Try to push
are you
men
talking
towards stuff like that? And they be like, all right, now, I told your ass already now.
Yes.
Now, I told you I'm gonna play this Xbox today.
I think that I was very, very my ex-husband's cheerleader, wanting him to do more because I saw it in him and he didn't quite see it in himself. Or he did, but he didn't think he could really, do it.
Okay.
Like he's a excellent cook. Why aren't you cooking? Get a food truck, right? Yeah. And then my latest ex definitely was a cook, okay, by nature, like loved it. And he was like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting a food truck. I'm like, yes, get the food truck and do this. He was like, yeah. He's like, nobody really think I could do that. I'm like, you can do this. Let's do it. Like, I am a natural cheerleader for my partner, for people, period. You know how I am.
Yeah.
I cheer for everybody doing good. And so I wanted that back. I wanted that reciprocated, and it's not
And
always
it didn't seem-
reciprocated for
I was
men.
just about to say that. Sometimes
Men
it
don't.
they
Men
don't
don't
process it that
reciprocate
way.
that energy. They don't.
No, that's sometimes it's not good. When you do
It's
that,
not.
it's not.
It's not.
I mean, you know what? In men defense, I'm going to say this. We learn as we get older. You know, truth be told, you know, y'all women, y'all mature much more faster than us. So we have to experience it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to lick my finger, stick it in this socket. I'm going to see what happens.
And I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna
do it again just to make sure. Yeah, just to make sure I didn't feel that what I should have felt. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for, you know,
yes,
you know, that's men.
No, yeah.
That's us. So, I mean, when we get at that certain age and we ready to settle down, we ready to do this, and we ready to start appreciating our woman,
we have longer.
and y'all have built that man for the next woman.
Let me tell you.
You know how it is.
Let me tell you something.
You know how it
Let me
is.
tell you something. What a F. I might lose my shit if I saw my ex do everything that I was trying to build him up to be stronger, more emotionally available,
You get ready to lose
doing things that
You want a poop bag too?
that I know he can do.
Yeah.
Just be there for him, and if I see. I might. That's why I know I got a little bit more healing to do, because I shouldn't be this worked up right now.
She over there trying to get some get back. I'm trying to get some get back. I'm gonna get this
Listen
motherfucker
now.
back.
Now, wait a minute now. Watch out.
And you wake up this morning, your tire's gonna be flat.
No. Listen,
Well,
good
flat tires
women,
don't
good
take the whole
women.
tire.
No. Good women who strategically plan things out know how to get the men back. Okay? Okay?
And see, when I left my wife with
My
no furniture in the
patience
house,
is a
I learned that
gift.
from my mother. Y'all women, y'all just
We're very crafty.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. My ex-husband stood up my kids, and I was like, I had enough. He stood my kids up, and when I had came home, my oldest son, who is right under his dad, right? He waited for him. And I mean, he waited for him, and he came back downstairs and was on the couch, fully dressed with his bag, like waiting. He never showed up. I made a phone call.
wow.
I said, this is the kind of car he got. I said, y'all gonna have to get there around 2:30, 2 o'clock
No,
in the
you
morning.
didn't.
I said, this is what I want you to do. He was like, what you want me to do, Leisha? Like, you want me to tow the car? Leave the car there. I want you to take off every single tire.
God
And
damn.
I want you to put them strategically
Hey,
up
block.
and down the block.
She let this motherfucker on brake pads.
I said, up and down the block. Place them tires. I said, put one tire near the house, just leaning against the steps. The
Yeah.
other one's up and down the block. He was like, all right, cool. That's it. That's it. But see, my ex-husband was doing so much shit and messing with so many women.
He
He'll
didn't-
know
he didn't know
where
who
the
did
bullets
it.
is coming from. He'll know where it's coming from.
Boy, see, you know what? You a savage.
Do what I can do.
Not this next video about to say you a savage.
Hey, I called my girlfriend up to try to have some. I said, hey, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. She said, what you need me to do? Turn this water off. I turned this
And let's
water
remind
off.
us that we always gonna be friends. Because I never want to pay a plot.
Turn
I never want to piss this young lady off.
water off. Hey, my
hey, look,
girlfriend,
you know I'm
listen, my
listening to
girlfriend
a
worse than me.
Let me
My
explain
girlfriend worse than
something.
me. She found out her dude was cheating, and he was like, yeah, because X, Y, and Z. She went to the house trying to be nice to water his plants for him. There was a dog in there with some girl stuff in
Why you
there,
wanna
pictures and
water-
stuff.
why you
Child, she stole the fucking dog and tied the dog to the corner pole.
The dog talking about,
My
hey, come get me, man.
She was like,
Come
I
get
was
me,
mad.
man. She got me, man. She got me, man. She
That dog
gonna
said,
kill me.
I
that
said,
dog
well,
came
did
back
you
home
water
and
the
said,
plant?
see, your shit is getting me fucked up.
The
like
dog
she
was
gonna
on
do
the
the
corner
things to
tied
me.
to a pole. She stole their fucking dog and still watered the plants.
Yeah. Look, they got a dog on the phone talking about, oh, she got these other dogs trying to hunt me. I can't defend myself.
You know what,
Listen,
man? I never
don't
see, I
mess with good
experienced-
women.
I experienced so much bad. I like the bad shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds
no.
horrible. Like all the good stuff you talking, I hear it. I understand it now that I'm older, but I don't get it because I never had it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's a hard thing for me to grasp.
But you know what,
that's
that
if you
tire
hear me-
situation.
you hear me cheering shit. The one that's bad shit is because I always have bad shit done. To me.
Yeah. No, that tire situation was about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Man.
And I haven't had to do anything like that outside of my character in a while. I almost
Well,
did it.
listen, you a gun.
I almost did it. And then I was like, no, you better than that.
You backed up.
God got you.
That's because you ain't got a friend like me. I'd have been like, you want to bust a window?
You been acting the wrong plot.
No.
Fly, you been acting the wrong.
You know why I look at it? I
Oh,
am.
yeah, get that motherfucker.
Listen, I am so scared of
Fuck them
karma.
plants.
Listen, I'm
job. Tell
I'm
him he
scared
got
of karma.
chlamydia
You know
at
what?
work.
That's what I'm scared of. I ain't scared of nobody. I'm scared of karma.
Yeah, well, if you only scared because you don't, but if you don't believe
so
in it,
many different facets, it can attack you, your kids, your job, your money. You don't know how it's going to hit you. That's why I say, go ahead and treat me bad if you want to. That's okay. You may not get
It'll
treated
come back,
back
gonna
the same
come
way,
back and
but it's
bite you
going to
in the
come back to you in a different way, and you going to want to know why.
You want to know what? I'm 100% agree with you. I get bad shit happen to me every day, and guess what? I'm still ass. Los can vouch for that shit. Bad shit happen to me on a day-to-day basis.
on a daily basis.
Dog, what you putting out in the universe?
Yeah.
Listen,
Stay away from you.
on a day-to-day basis, my shit be bad.
I don't want to get hit by no side casualties.
Oh, man. Listen, we're going to get to our fourth video.
Okay.
Now, the fourth video is a social experiment that started in Canada, but they did not factor in Philadelphia. They didn't factor us in.
Okay.
And you know, if you don't factor in Philadelphia,
The experiment is
shit,
busted.
shit happened. You know what I mean? We go hard at you.
The experiment is over.
The experiment over. I'm like, let's check out this next video, y'all.
Failed.
And how man and machine can relate, an intriguing social experiment sent a robot on the road. The hope was that HitchBot would make its way across the country with some human help. That is until the plan hit a snag. Here's NBC's Rahima Ellis.
Hello?
Unlike other robots
Salutations.
designed to help people,
Whoa, you talked again to me.
HitchBot's mission was to see how many people would help it.
Please pick me up and put me in your vehicle.
In a huge test of human kindness,
I am HitchBot, a hitchhiking robot.
this immobile kid-sized robot counted on strangers to get around.
It's like walking around with a celebrity.
I think the opportunity, for people to actually engage unsupervised, with this kind of technology was really part of the charm of it.
Beginning in Canada, where it was created, HitchBot spent 26 days hitchhiking across that vast country, then 18 days in the Netherlands, 10 days in Germany, and even grabbed a cold beer.
I can make a cameo appearance in a film when we get to California.
2 weeks ago, HitchBot set out to hitchhike across America. First, starting in Boston, with hopes strangers would then take it to Times Square, Mount Rushmore, and the Grand Canyon. HitchBot did pretty well until arriving in Philadelphia, where it got no love from someone in the city of brotherly love. After only 2 weeks in the U.S., the journey ended. Of nearly 46,000 followers, one tweeted, "I'm sorry your trip was cut short in Philly." Another, "Poor innocent HitchBot."
That I didn't expect to happen, that there were so many people happy to root for HitchBot, to talk about it, to think what it likes, that's wonderful.
Today, the grand social experiment has ended, but in it perhaps a lesson for all of us. HitchBot's final message: my trip must come to an end for now, but my love for humans will never fade. Rahima Ellis, NBC News.
I'm sorry. Can I say
Why they kill HitchBot?
Can I say that? Yeah. That is some white people shit. They didn't interview not one black person. Because let me tell you something. Black people going to be like, what the heck is that?
I ain't putting that shit in my car.
Picking it up nor going near that. We got other stuff to worry about than to worry about that. Are you kidding me?
All I want to know is if you that person that killed
We
HitchBot.
barely have respect for the flagger man in the middle of the street doing detouring. You
Please
think
make a comment. Please make a comment on this video if you came across HitchBot. Go ahead, Plot.
When I first seen him, I knew exactly what happened. HitchBot looked like a sucker. That's what happened.
He have a gat on him.
He didn't look like a
He should have
real.
pulled the gat out.
My man had pool noodles for arms. You know we ain't fucking with that. That didn't look right.
I'm just saying.
You at least threw a sweatshirt on him, and niggas probably be like, "Oh, okay, I see what boy doing." But this motherfucker head with the exposed insides, he had on a crop top with a fishnet. Get him pull that shit
He had a
off.
bucket for a body.
He had a bucket for a body.
He had a bucket for a body. Let me tell you something. In this day and age, black people are like, this could possibly explode. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not touching that.
I want to know.
I'm not touching it.
Well, you know what? Personally, I don't think it was a black man that fucked him up.
It probably wasn't. It probably was a old white man was like, get out of here.
You know,
gonna take him apart and see what's in his inside.
Yeah.
See what he got.
Yeah.
You see if I can hump him.
You know, Spice, there's some old military dude. This is government experience. They're trying to take us down, bro.
Hey, Lee, you got an old bird talking about, let me see if I can hump him.
Let me see what's under the bucket.
Come here, Hitchy. Me and you to the end, Hitchy.
What's under the bucket?
He was under the bucket.
That is an experiment that they should have kept over there wherever they did that.
They got their hitch bot to a fuck bot.
When it got to Philadelphia, we're not paying that no mind.
Yeah, I mean, that was somebody from the suburbs.
A lot going on in Philadelphia.
That was somebody from the suburbs that killed Hitch bot.
Man, please.
All I want to know is if you came
what
across
part
Hitch
of Philly
bot.
did y'all drop it off at? Not sinners.
Wait,
no, they didn't.
He made, bro, if he made the Kensington, bro, he would have had a whole bunch of drugs on him.
He would have went back drunk.
That's what they said. They found him with a needle in his arm.
Well, wait a minute.
Nah, they dropped that thing off in the Northeast.
Wait a minute. They said he came from Boston, right?
Yeah.
So to get from Boston, where's Boston? Is Boston from North
Massachusetts? So it's up.
Mm-hmm. So he had to come in.
He had to come through Jersey some kind of way.
Come from man.
If he came to Philadelphia, what he got on the megabus? Because you coming from Boston, how did you didn't stop nowhere in Boston? So who picked him up? Who picked him up from Boston to take him to Philly? A
bring him to Philly.
A trucker? That's he ain't get on the airplane.
Yeah, he got killed in between Philly and Boston.
Yeah, and what happened was they dropped his ass off in Philly.
Yeah, right, they disposed the body. You know what I mean?
There you go. So don't blame that on Philly. We ain't do it.
Yeah, you got to look at this. The old white man talking about.
He didn't make it through. He didn't make it through transport. He didn't make it through transport.
Let me feel
we see weird shit
under
in
your
Philly
bucket
all day long. I ain't never stopped.
Let me tell you something. We don't stop for the lights. So why are we stopping for a bucket?
A bucket's probably sitting on the park bench.
We're not paying that no mind.
Like that. What the fuck
now,
is that?
if that thing was moving around and doing all that extra stuff, we ain't going too close to that. I'm just telling you right now.
Was it recording? I mean, was it recording?
It was talking. Remember, the little boy said, "Oh, it's talking to me again." So I guess it was some type of response.
He probably stopped talking and through Boston.
But, it's a no for me.
That's probably what happened. Somebody in Philly's like, "You're not gonna say nothing to me. You're not gonna say nothing to me." Why I bet you no Philadelphian even saw that. He probably had his forehead pressed up against that robot forehead. Said, "You're not gonna talk to me."
Because it probably didn't make it through the outskirts of Philly.
To include us in the
well, because we Philly.
Yeah.
Hello, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's our last and final video. The last one is this guy said that this was his most embarrassing day in his life when his mother caught him getting his groceries. Eating.
Jesus Christ.
Eating or eating? Is it eating or eating? Eating?
It was all of it's inappropriate. I'm joking.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, you gotta get the man. Mom saying, ain't nobody eating these groceries in my house.
No, because why are you here? Grown. Get out.
Grown ass man.
Yeah. Go entertain a woman at her house.
Ain't that some shit?
Or his house.
Hey, y'all. Man, my mom called me getting my ass ate, man. I hate she called it, man. I'm so embarrassed, y'all. She told me kicking me out the house. I didn't know she was gonna come home, man. I had the girl talking about she wanted to try it one time, and I usually don't do that, y'all. I usually don't do that. My mama came in. I thought I heard something, y'all. Y'all, when she came in, y'all, I was squeezing the couch, y'all. I was saying, oh! And she seen me bent over. But the girl looked at me and I got that couch squinched. This is the most embarrassing day of my life, y'all. I don't know if she's gonna let me come back in and none of that. She wanted to do that. And my mama came in, man. She kicked both of us out, y'all. She kicked both. I didn't know she was gonna come up in there like that. And now she in there pissed off, mad, man. Then kicked the girl out of the house. The girl and ran home, y'all. I gotta call. I'm gonna be back to let y'all know what happened. Cause my mom in that trip, man. I came outside for a minute. It's raining. I can't walk nowhere. I was gonna go for a walk, but I can't walk nowhere.
He's sitting on the porch.
And he's sitting on the porch with a soggy ass.
Hey, fly. I'm starting this off with you.
Now his ass is extra soggy. He's soggy and his ass is soggy. It's rain outside.
I really feel like that was his first time. You know what I mean?
He said it was.
He couldn't tell what he was surprised about. Was it?
He wasn't. He was still enjoying it. Okay.
That motherfucker said he was clenching the couch.
He's still trying to figure out, did he like it? Did he not like it? Well, is that what happened when you get your ass eat? Your mom come through? Like, he don't know if that's a real thing.
I want to know why neither one of them got jobs.
She came to mama house.
Yeah.
I thought women say, well, who you live with? And no, I ain't coming over there.
He said, I'm coming to your house and I'm eating that ass. And he said, oh, shit. You gonna eat my ass?
He was country, too. What?
He was country.
I'm gonna eat your ass.
He said, my mama mad. He said, I didn't know she was going to bust in there like that. But wait a minute. Come on now. Come on. In his defense, I'm gonna take it for a man.
Go ahead. I'm gonna hear this.
I know about the ass eating part.
I want to hear this
because that's too vulnerable for me.
I feel like
but in his defense. Yeah. Come on now, mom. Mom know he a grown man. Like,
so what? That's her house. You want to
be like this.
You want to do grown man shit? Get your grown ass out and get your own house.
What?
Be a man.
You're not a teenager getting caught.
Was he? Oh,
he was on the couch.
He was on the couch.
She couldn't go in the bedroom.
She came in the door in the living room, and you
couldn't go in the bedroom now.
You can go in the basement where you live, because I know he live in the basement.
Was he bent over?
I don't know. That sound country. They probably don't have basements.
They don't got basements in the country.
They got basements.
Well, he probably could have went in the shed.
I'm saying, was he bent over on the couch? Or was
yes,
he was.
He said he was bent over. He said he was bent over.
So he bent over and he was clenching the couch.
So at this point, was he over the arm of the couch, or was he?
You want too much visual. You want too much visual. He was caught. All right,
I want to know.
You're caught.
What turns you on?
Okay, you're caught. That's it. Your grown ass got caught.
Oh man,
it's over.
I mean, was she drooling? So the ass juice was hitting the couch. Is that what made his mama mad? Was it mad that his mama saw the ass?
I think what was mad is just that
mama probably listen. He should have been in the bed.
In my house doing this nasty shit.
I like mama. Don't act like you never get your ass eaten.
Could you imagine as soon as you open up the door, you got your son's ass cheeks in the air,
all in the air,
and her just in it? That's ridiculous.
Now that he know his mama was coming home, so was his pants off? Or what he just pulled down?
How else you supposed to get your ass?
Yeah, I was supposed to get your ass.
Wait. You know what I'm saying? Did you just have your pants pulled down?
How was you supposed to get your ass?
Well, y'all completely ass naked. Now, if you walked in, you saw two niggas ass naked.
Wait a minute.
He probably got hot. Took off his shirt.
Hey, Blah, I'm about to ask you this hypothetical question here. So, if you came home, you saw your adult son getting his ass eaten.
He's not. No.
Would you be mad?
Yeah.
You would be mad?
I would be extremely
would you be mad?
Be mad. You got me furious.
We were like, this shit, my turn.
On my new couch. On my leather couch. You gonna get that ass on my leather couch. Yeah, bitch, get that bitch out of here. Y'all gotta go.
Hey, man, look, this your podcast, man.
Oh, my God.
Season 2, episode 42. This is what we do.
Watch that nigga in his butt cheek, Los.
You gonna put your son in the butt cheek?
I would have kicked his ass out naked. Just like that. Don't come get your pants. You don't need your pants, remember?
Get the fuck out of my house.
You don't need pants. You don't need pants, remember?
Oh, man.
No, you don't need no pants. Get out.
Oh.
And you stinking?
I thought maybe he was going to be a teenager or something, because then, okay, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, that don't make sense. I don't see my teenage son getting his motherfucking groceries eaten.
He should be in his room. But what I'm
Getting his
saying
groceries
is,
eaten?
I have justification if it's a child versus this grown ass man in my house trying to do stuff. Get
that grown ass man
out.
look like he know right. That man
No.
look like he don't do
First
shit
of all, the
right.
motherfucker still living at home with his mama.
Yeah, I know.
That man
What's
like
the
he still
problem?
got to
Yeah.
be told to take the trash out.
Yes, he does, and clean the bathroom
Yeah.
and wash the dishes and
No.
wipe your face.
Ain't that some shit?
That's disgusting, and that's that mother's fault.
probably
That's her
stood-
fault.
He probably stood up, still negative about, but mama.
Right, but mama, I had to try it.
Mama, she
Mama,
talking
she
to
said,
him.
Mama, she
I'm
said
sorry.
what she was gonna do to me. Mama, I had to try it.
I'm sorry,
That's probably
Mama.
that is the conversation. That's how he
probably
got
tried
back
to-
in the house.
He probably tried to hug his mom
Yeah.
the same with his clothes down. Come here, mama. I'm sorry.
That's how he got back in the
Said,
house.
boy, get away from me.
Put your
Mama,
gun
she
down,
said-
Uncle Boy.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry, mama.
Disgusting.
Alicia, thank you for joining us.
This
Hey,
is
this, you
fun.
know what that
I
means. You know you gotta come back.
I do.
You know, listen, don't A-Block. I'm A-Block. I'm still away from my program. She gonna be coming here.
I'm actually, so listen, I need your help. I'm actually trying to bring back my podcast. My podcast was not all this. It just was my voice and was just streaming on.
Well, you know, you can always use the studio.
What I never knew that.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Because, you know, we tight like that.
Yes, we are.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we be having some conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Conversations and Connections.
Oh.
With the hustle mom.
With the hustle mom.
Sounds like too much love for me.
No, we talk about, we were talking about a lot of stuff, but I
don't like
wanted to
talking
have.
about my feelings.
You gonna talk about
No,
your
we
feelings.
weren't talking
You love
too
if they
much
say you gonna
about.
talk about your feelings.
We
I'm
weren't
gonna pull
talking
them
too
out.
much about necessary
them out.
feelings, just more of
pull them out.
life. Yeah, just life and what we going through.
You know, we need to be talking about the stuff that we be talking about at the job.
Sure.
I don't give a fuck.
Is we gonna get fired?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, look.
Well,
We got a director
that
talking
was
about
the point.
shit.
Oh, and that's
thought
what
you
they.
was
Oh,
That's what they be talking about.
I thought you was trying to lose your job, but shit.
okay. No.
Oh, man, this JAWN podcast, man. Listen, streaming every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Giving it to you raw. We are on season 2.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
Episode
excited.
42.
Okay, two's
You
my
kicking
favorite
it on.
number.
Two
is my favorite
It's a
number.
magic number. You remember that song? Yes, it
yes.
is.
I know.
It's a magic number.
I know.
What's it all mean?
I
Man, I'll take you back.
I love old music.
You old school. You got
Yes,
the old
I
school
am.
blood.
I have a whole old school playlist, and it literally bothers my mom. She goes, I don't know if that's my playlist or yours. I said, it's mine.
Shit,
My favorite group.
You see mine like
listen,
this.
My
You mine
top
taking shit.
3 favorite groups in the back in the day. This is my ranking.
What?
It's the Isley Brothers,
Okay.
the Whispers,
Okay.
and then the Elements.
Okay.
That's my top.
Okay.
But my all-time
No
favorite.
Bobby Womack up in there.
I mean, yeah, but my all-time favorite singer is Luther.
Luther Vandross?
Yeah, but you gotta say it right. Like I liked Big Luther.
Luther.
Yeah. I felt like people was,
like
you know, the
Luther.
younger girls was being a little disrespectful to the Luther.
I said you're a big man. It sounds like you're a big man lover.
No, actually, not really. No, I've never been with a guy that's kind of big. No,
You ain't got to lie on there.
no, I'm not lying. I like my men tall. I like to climb trees.
On that chubby
Oh, shit.
gangsta.
I like to climb trees.
Manu Bowl, you better watch out.
You know,
Hey, yo,
you
man,
know
we
it's
are
cup
out
of
of Who
tea.
keep calling me here?
I do.
Yeah. So listen, this JAWN podcast, we are out of here. My phone keep ringing. I think it's my mother. I mean,
She want to make sure ain't no funny business.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, we will see y'all Tuesday night at 8 p.m., man. Yo, wait, hey, listen, Alicia, take us home.
Thank y'all so much for inviting me and letting me have some fun and share my little 2 cents with y'all.
Yes. And that means you know you're coming back.
I want to come back. This is great, and I like both of you guys. I can't see you,
Hey, that's my
my
business.
other co-host. You absolutely right. I'm mind.
Mr. El Flaco.
All right, I'm my business. If you don't want me to look at you, I won't.
That's my business. You know what I mean?
I won't even look at you in the eye, fella. I
Some
won't.
people are
man.
just
Yeah.
ugly. You know what I mean? They ain't meant to be on. They ain't meant to be on nobody's goddamn screen now.
Oh, man. Listen, we are out of here, man.
That
Peace,
boy been,
deuces.
that boy
Love
been
y'all.
drooling the whole show. What's
We
wrong
out,
with him?
nigga.